Battle Cry, Tom Scudamore. 2, Chief Dan George, Mick Fitzgerald. 3, Imperial Commander, Tony Evans. 4, Knowledge Box is Eddie Power. 5, Massini's Maguire, Richard Johnson. 6, Secret Ploy, Andrew Tinkler. 7, Silver Burn, Ruby Walsh. 8, Super Nick is Robert Thornton. 9, We Forbies is Paddy Brennan. And 10, Wichita lineman, A.P. McCoy. They're the 10 runners.
4 to 6. Now it's interesting. Every time I've seen 8 to 11, there have been a few boards go up. It all just gets taken away straight away. So well, it cannot get any bigger than this 4 to 6 at the moment. It's the right price, but there has been 8 to 11 in places. Although the offices just take it, and 4 to 6 at the price. Silverbird has touched 9 to 2. Is now 4 to 1. Massini's Maguire looks an each way bet to nothing to me, and at 6 to 1, it's hard to see that one being out to 3, and that one's drifted from 11 to 2. It's 16 to 1 bar. But
a short price favourite and off and running, and lies in about 4th position early, Wichita, as they head now towards the first. They jump 13, and Wee Forbes it is who shows the way, with Massini's Maguire up sides, only about half a length away. All get over the first safely. Back in 3rd on the inside is Imperial Commander. Half a length away then Secret Ploy, and wider out then is Wichita lineman. On the outside in the white sleeves and cap, the Trevor Hemmings colours, Super Nick. And in behind them is Chief Dan George with the yellow hoop sleeves and cap. They're followed by Battle Cry and then Silver Burn on the inside as they charge past the stands now. And Knowledge Box is at the rear of the field. Just under 2 circuits ahead of them, and Wee Forbies on the inside, matching strides with Massini's Maguire. 2 lengths away then is Wichita lineman, who's up on the outside. A very handy 3rd here from Imperial Commander, the black and white jacket on the inside. 1 length further back is Secret Ploy, followed then back in the field by Super Nick. So they head now to the 2nd. Further back is Silver Burn, jumps at about 4th last with Chief Dan George on his outside. Knowledge Box is well back, and Battle Cry is last. Still continuing their journey down the back on the first occasion. And Massini's Maguire on the outside, the inside Wee Forbies. They jump it almost together. They're about 4 lengths or so in advance of Wichita lineman, the McManus colours up on the outside. Then Imperial Commander tucked away on the inner. The red jacket of Secret Ploy back in centre field, and they're followed next by Chief Dan George as they head over number 4. Out very wide Super Nick got right into that, didn't handle it at all well, and Battle Cry is back towards the rear of the field. Turning left-handed now and racing across the top, and Massini's Maguire is just the leader by half a length or so. To in 2nd place Wee Forbies in the green and white jacket. 4 lengths away then in 3rd is Wichita lineman, followed then by Imperial Commander. Then under pressure already is Secret Ploy, followed then by Chief Dan George back in the field from Knowledge Box as they come around the home turn on the first occasion. Well back is Battle Cry, Silver Burn tucked in and out a little bit wide as they swing to the straight Super Nick. Straightening up now for 3 flights here on this section of the course. Massini's Maguire over the 5th, about 2 in front. They're all jumping well. In 2nd place is Wee Forbies, then Wichita lineman, very, very handy on the outside 3rd, the green and yellow with the white cap. In behind them as they come now to the next is Imperial Commander. Knowledge Box wrapped that hard right there in the centre as Secret Ploy still ridden along. Chief Dan George is going pretty well with the yellow cap on the outside. Silver Burn behind them from Battle Cry and Super Nick at the 7th, and Massini's Maguire gets over it in the lead here, comfortably clear of Wichita lineman. In behind them Imperial Commander, Wee Forbies, and out wide Chief Dan George, and starting to get under pressure now, losing touch is Super Nick. But Norman, at this stage the favourite is just about where you'd want him to be if you'd backed him.
Absolutely, he's keeping tabs on Massini's Maguire in front. He knows he stays really well, and with Cheetah lineman he can hit a flat spot in a race, so Tony has him a good bit handier today, and he's just going to track Massini's Maguire all the way around. Ruby Walsh is back on the inside on Silverburn. He's taking his time, but at the moment I think you can see him just getting a slap on the neck. He's a lazy horse with Cheetah lineman, but I haven't seen him jump as well as he jumped today. He's jumping super. At the moment I think it's between the front 2.
Right down the back now, 6 flights left to be negotiated. Super Nick has been pulled up. He went backwards and was pulled up at the stable bend. Coming now to the 8th, and over that in front of Massini's Maguire. From in 2nd Wichita Lyman. He's going to put the pressure on a long way from home. 4 or 5 lengths away then is Imperial Commander, with Knowledge Box running a good race on his outside. 5 lengths to Silver Burn, who hasn't picked up as they come to 5 out now, followed by Chief Dan George and Battle Cry. Secret Ploy's lost touch with them, and Wee Forbies has been pulled up. Heading down the back now towards 4 out, Massini's Maguire on the inside of Wichita Lyman. Only about a neck between them. Coming to it now. They both jump it well. They land over at about 4 or 5 lengths clear of the chasing pack. Back there is Imperial Commander, Knowledge Box. A gap to Silver Burn is doing nothing. Chief Dan George hasn't picked up, and a long gap Battle Cry and Forget Secret Ploy. Racing across the top now and towards the home turn. Massini's Maguire about a neck in front, but about to be tackled by, on the outside, Wichita Lyman. He's hard ridden, but he's still running on. A gap then to Imperial Commander as they come towards the home turn. Massini's Maguire on the inside, about a head in front here. Tony McCoy is really insisting that Wichita Lyman stakes his claim early. He can take any amount of riding. About 6 or 8 lengths then to Imperial Commander as they round the turn now, and they've kicked away from Knowledge Box and Chief Dan George. 3 out, and on the outside, Wichita Lyman, hard driven, has gone up to draw level now with Massini's Maguire. They're about 4 or 5 lengths Imperial Commander. It's Wichita Lyman the near side. On the outside now, he takes the lead, bungling it, Massini's Maguire. That might have cost him dearly. 1 left to jump. Wichita Lyman wandering over towards the far side. Massini's Maguire on the near side. A gap then to Chief Dan George, who's running on pretty well. 1 left to jump though, and it's Wichita Lyman. Comes to the last, crashes through it, lands over at 2 in front. Chief Dan George is coming home like a train on the outside. He grabs the lead with 100 yards left to go, and the favourite's beaten. It's Chief Dan George, Mick Fitzgerald, who's drawing away here to cause an upset. And in the run to the line, it's Chief Dan George who wins it by 4 or 5 lengths. Wichita Lyman, he had his chance. Then in third, some way away, is Imperial Commander, followed by Massini's Maguire. A gap then to Knowledge Box, who's going to finish 5th. And Silver Burn is going to walk across the line. Secret Ploy has been pulled up, and Wee Forbies and also Battle Cry have both been pulled up.
Around the country, but it was nibbled out here on the track, as we mentioned, from 33s into a return 20-1. Chief Dan George beating Wichita Lyman, who was in so many people's multiples around the country. 4-6 favourite at return for AP McCoy and John Joe O'Neill. Imperial Commander finished third at 25.